Ivory Coast, the Elephants. This redemption story seems to continue unpacking itself. They played against the Leopards. Your thoughts? That goal?
Man, I got to tell you, spectacular goal. You know, you asking me if
Spectacular goal, spectacular play.
Yeah, I'm number one, very happy for him to have scored that crucial goal to send him into the finals. He deserves it, right? But I think that the kick itself isn't an accident. He intended to do that.
It looked intentional.
Now, the bounce,
That was a whole different
that's
story.
that's something you can't control.
the-
I kicked it, it bounced, and then I don't think any player would intentionally kick a ball downwards and bounce it, except if you're doing some kind of. I mean, I may have seen it done before on the street where you hit it down, but it's.
Coach Sam, how difficult is it to stop one
Let's
of
talk
those
about
shots?
this is prime time AFCON, bro. Are you thinking
Nah,
that
I don't
in
think
that moment?
I don't think so.
You have to kind of look at it in the moment of Sebastian Haller being there. I can't say it's intentional, but I think it's great technique to actually find the ball where it's coming behind you. You have to time out the contact of the ball meeting your foot, and you have to find the accuracy. So those are two different variables you're dealing with in the moment. Now, to actually have it hit on a bounce, I don't know if that was intentional at the time. But it's still good technique because you're still finding it on target, and it's making it difficult for the keeper to actually dive and make that save.
But
Right.
do you understand why he's on billboards now?
I'm sold, man. I figured it. I mean, I knew there was something special about the young man when, with what he does. He's such a big striker too, right? He just requires so much. And I said it even before, even if he's not necessarily all the way healthy, just his size and his stature and knowing what he can do to you scares a lot of teams, and he can really play in that decoy role. I wasn't really expecting him to be, really trying to take some of these opportunities. But to me, I kind of second you guys' thoughts in that, yeah, he absolutely meant to strike it. But that strike kind of, to me, that's where I was iffy about whether or not he intended on the bounce. But then when you really, really watch the play back, though, you see that on a regular volley, your foot kind of doesn't go in a downward motion. It would kind of stay parallel. So his foot's follow through made it seem like maybe once he realized he didn't fully connect, he then was just like, let me just bounce it as hard. Maybe there was something on a follow through aspect of it, because otherwise, I don't see why his foot would have went in a downward motion. That's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the only thing. So, maybe it wasn't, like you said, initially the intent for it, but once he realized he didn't get that footing on it that he wanted to, maybe it's like, let me just get anything on it. Right. Yeah, let me just get anything on it. So, it kind of worked out from that. Bounce was spectacular. Man, goalie didn't really know what hit him, and it was just enough,
under the crossbar.
Spectacular goal, nonetheless.